Today we're going to be taking a look at the Texas Fire Museum located in Beaumont, Texas in the historic 1927 Central Fire Department. And located outside of across the street here is this interesting memorial and the world's largest operating fire hydrant. So let's go inside this museum and see what it's all about. This was a lot more than I expected to be in here. There is fire trucks and equipment from the early 1900s all the way back into the 1800s here. Horse-drawn, I guess you'd say fire trucks. And this fire truck was donated in 1964 from President Lyndon B. Johnson as a 1915 Type 12 American LaFrance fire truck. Definitely pretty cool. There's all kinds of firefighting memorabilia. This old 1909 ladder truck, that is amazing. Imagine fighting fires with that. Wood ladders. Looks like they got some old fire extinguishers over there to take a look at. 1917 fire truck. Looks like it's from the city of Orange, Texas, which is not too far away. Definitely pretty interesting if you like fire trucks and firefighting equipment here. This display here tells you about the chemicals that they started using to fight fires instead of just water. There's some interesting old fire extinguishers. So sodium bicarbonate. Huh. And here is a 1926 fire truck from Beaumont, and that's where we're at now. And this looks like it was like a horse-drawn 1856. Wow. It didn't hold a lot of water. Modern day fire plug, as some people call it. And here's a 1923 fire truck. I think it is from the Beaumont Fire Department as well. Pretty interesting. And here they have all sorts of patches from all over the world fire departments. display of the Jaws of Life. Little known fact about me, in 1999, they had to use those to get me out of my truck. I got to a pretty bad wreck here in that time frame, and yeah, I was trapped inside my truck, and the fire department came and got me out. Here's a kind of modern day fire truck. You can kind of take a look at the controls and whatnot. Here looks like a 1955 fire truck, 4-wheel drive, and that's cool. That is a Willys, I believe. Yeah, that's the predecessor to the Jeep company, I believe. That's something you don't see too often. Now, it's not like a real fire truck, but it's, I guess you say, like a support vehicle, maybe? I don't know. Here's some old fire extinguishers. Different contraptions to put out fires. And here's that old 1900s fire truck. Let's go take a look at the front of it. It says that ladder is 75 feet tall. Don't know if I want to climb a 75-foot tall wooden ladder, but firemen do some very brave things. I commend them for everything they do, appreciate everything they do. Not sure what this is. Looks like a power station type fire alarm. I don't know. Yeah, looks like an old fire alarm. Huh. Fire call boxes and old telegraph. That's cool. Automatic repeater. If you know what that was used for, let me know in the comments below. Another switchboard. That's cool. So that was just a quick look at the Fire Museum of Texas. Pretty interesting stop here. Wasn't expecting to have that much fire trucks and stuff. I figured they just have one or two, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Had a little gift shop, and I always try to support the museums any way I can. This is a free museum. They go run off all donations. So bought me a coffee mug and told them they can keep the change. If you're ever out here in Beaumont, Texas, come take a look at the Texas Fire Museum.